Set within a semi-tropical rainforest valley, surrounded by volcanic peaks, powered by Red Arc. Welcome to Camper Trailer of the Year 2020. Tanami by name, spending time in the Tanami by nature. This 13-foot hybrid from Austrack is fully equipped for serious comfort while way off the beaten track. 3 100 amp hour AGM batteries, 300 watts of solar, 240 litres of available water. Off-road ready, underneath and up front. In a Tanami, your plans for adventure are only restricted by your imagination. Inside, the Tanami is a spacious and comfortable oasis. There's masses of cupboard space, this large ensuite, a king-size inner spring bed, air conditioning. It's utterly delightful. Let's check in with the judges for their thoughts. Okay, so the Austrack Tanami X13 is fully loaded with an amazing array of self-sustaining features. Kath, would you be happy in a Austrack Tanami X13 out in the middle of the outback?
This is a pretty hefty unit with a big comfortable bed inside it. I understand it has the largest ensuite of a camper of its type. It provides a really useful living space, and it provides a level of storage both inside and outside the camper that I could see being quite useful when you're out in the great outdoors.
Yeah, to get back to Kath's point about that internal ensuite, I really like that. It had a lot of room, a couple of internal cupboards where you can put your toiletries. Some of these internal ensuites, you're banging your elbows against the side. This has got plenty of room. It's all a big one-piece moulding. I thought that was one of the really impressive features about this camper.
I was underneath the body having a good look. She's well supported by a good chassis. Everything underneath there looked quality. If you do happen to go, I will take this off-road a little bit, you're not going to really have any issues there. You've got a lovely set of independent suspension. You've got dual shocks, which a lot of these guys have for that redundancy in case you blow one, but I was just extremely impressed with how tidy it was underneath.
There's a bit of thought under there as well. So it's got a rolled main chassis rail as opposed to a cut and welded. Now, you can get a strong weld, but if you don't have to cut it and weld it, you know it's always going to be as strong as it was originally made. And yet they've still gusseted it as well. So it's a 4mm thick chassis at 150 by 50. It's pretty robust.
This is another of those campers with the pull-out bed at the end, where you pull it out, fold up the sides, fold up the back, pull the roof down, latch it all together. But it did have those extra couple of side bolts to secure the back panel to the side panel so that there wasn't a tendency for it to fall in. You couldn't flex those panels because obviously it was a heavier gauge metal. For all that the weight adds penalties, it's all there for a good reason.
The self-sufficiency adds a lot of that weight as well. You've got triple tanks underneath it, 2 120s and a 75, and they're all individually filled, and you've got a 19.3 litre Blackwater as well. There's a lot under there.
100 amp hour AGM battery is going to weigh 30 odd kilos and 300 watts of solar on the roof. All this adds up.
And then you've even got the mattress itself. I mean, it's a king size inner spring mattress. You wouldn't want to be putting too much more inside. You'd want to have that just as she is and going out for a lovely time with it, but resupply as you go on the road rather than taking the whole kitchen from home with you.
Kath, were you impressed with the Tanami X13's outdoor living space?
So the 2.5 by 4 metre electric assisted awning is probably fairly standard for this style of camper. But we've been talking about that canvas annex that you can add on as well. And although it looks as though it might be a bit of a handful to erect in the first instance, put that up and you've got 2.8 metres by 6 metres. Now the team were particular about saying how much width you got from that annex once you actually had that deployed from one end of the camper to the other. Once that's erected, you've got the biggest living space I think that we've probably looked at.
And that annex came with big Velcro in bucket, vinyl floor, side walls with mesh windows. All this is just included in the whole package. It was quite an impressive structure.
And what was it like on the tow ball, Tim?
Towing the X13 is a big prospect. You're going to need a decent tow rig to tow it at full ATM of about 2,800. One of the good things we did note though, the shackles recovery points being in line with the chassis members, so if you did get it stuck, you could quite easily recover it without too much fear of damage.
Okay, there we have it, the Austrack Tanami X13. It's a real home away from home. You can take out for weeks at a time, pretty much anywhere.